when did we go from the idea of an independent person going out to your house, which is truly supposed to be an independent person going out to assess the damage, to how did we get to a place where they're just all working for the insurance company? And look, I've been doing this for 15 years, and it's kind of always been like that in my career. But was there not a time before when an independent person would actually go out, or did we never have that time before? Because I don't understand why we're sending somebody out who is actually cutting the check to go and assess the damage. It shouldn't be like that, because that's not a truly independent assessment as to what's going on. Anybody can take that answer.
I will tell you, you cannot be on the board of directors or an executive with the APA if you are employed in the claims business. So I do not come out of the claims space. I'll defer to Stephen on that. I come from the victim space. And by the way, while we're there, I'll piggyback on something you said, which is the consumers have no idea this is happening. And having been there, I know exactly what that's like. You have no idea. I just kept thinking it's a mistake. If I just explain the damage to them the right way, if I just show them the pictures, they just don't get it. And it took me quite a long, as someone who had been a financial advisor for 30 years, my firm was owned by one of the nation's largest insurance companies. I was no babe in the woods. Even, that level of astuteness, I really didn't get that this was intentional criminal fraud. And it took me a long time for my eyes to open up. And a lot of the consumers are in the same place. But I'll defer to Stephen on when the process was corrupted. But I'm going to suspect it has something to do with one of the most wealthy and powerful industries in the nation having their way with the process that juices their profits.
Well, I think a lot of it started to take place, believe it or not, when insurance companies started having to answer to stockholders and became publicly traded. Those things now the pressure's on them to make money and to post profits. But I had a time, and I his name escapes me right now, but everybody knows this guy. He's been in the business forever. And I wish I could think of his name. But when early on in my career as a public adjuster, I met him one day. I'd had several cases or claims at the time with him. And this was back in like 2005, 2006. And I would meet him at my policyholders' homes for damages. And he was working for State Farm mostly at the time. And I got stuck one time up in Wellington, and I called him and I said, "Hey, I'm running late. I'll be there." He said, No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He said, "I got it. I'm already on the roof. I'm going to buy it. I'll write the check. Don't worry." I said, "Well, I'm not that far away, but I'll be there." He said, "Okay." So he waited on me. And when I got there, he just stroked the check, handed me the check, and we went in, talked to the policyholder, and it was over and done with, But somewhere down the line, it has become so adversarial that both sides think they have to elevate, and they keep elevating. You got public adjusters and contractors out there writing these stupidly inflated estimates because they say, "Well, we know that if we need this, we got to write the estimate for that." No, you don't. No, you don't. We got to call out both sides. Mm-hmm. We've got to calm down and start doing things right in hopes that they'll calm down and start doing things right too. Two wrongs don't make a right. And, but the process has just become so adversarial. It's unreal. And it has in litigation too. I was talking with someone last night at dinner, and I said, this used to be fun. It used to be great to help policyholders call up the other opposing counsel and just say, "Hey, what do you want? How do we need to get this resolved? Let's get it resolved." Now they won't talk to you on the phone. They don't answer your emails, and they just file motion after motion after motion after motion. It's become so hard and so difficult. And the whole process is just in a mess.
Same thing happens on our side too. Before it even gets to you, I mean, it's to get a hold of a desk adjuster. It's just like, it's next to impossible. You leave countless amounts of messages, you send emails, they don't respond. You file complaints whenever you can, but ultimately it's like pulling teeth just to try to get their attention on the actual claim.